Welcome to Gainesville, Florida. It's hot, it's humid, just like the Gators like it, and the reason they call this place the Swamp is we are ready for the Florida home opener. And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So the USF Bulls return team will have that offense backed up. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He wants to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Might be looking to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Bulls have this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Florida. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Florida Gators offense has the ball for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes, because you're just asking to get picked off.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burke. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. First and 10 from the 44. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. Second and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Throws to the back. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking deep and trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Sports across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Smith. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Quickly complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Brown will throw it. They've got the screen set up. At the 40, there he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hill. At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Slips one guy, now he's loose. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. On the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And the D deny them on second and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! The AT unit on the field.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Gators have moved it inside the 20. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Scrambling away. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, and take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He's going to pass. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw here on second down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Bulls get it past the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. an easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Steps away. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. On the run, fires downfield. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here. You go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got.
And the Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. They'll run it to the right side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Daniels. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Right back to the well. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Give to the back. And the Gators will move the sticks with the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They take the lead with the 6.
And What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Coming after him. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Direct snap. The Bulls get the 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll leave it with him. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Gators will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. The running back has it. Shakes off the defender. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? And the Bulls will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Offense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you the speed right there.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that. And they couldn't make the connection. 1st down here for the offense. He'll do it himself. Makes one man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Carter. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Line getting set on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert.